Hello world, my name is Nick360 and welcome to The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, the quest for Platinum God. In the last episode, we got to the first piece of the negative and our fourth mom's heart kill. We're going to continue our streak as Azazel, and we got Fear Shot and a Goat Head. Now normally, Goat Head is a really good item. In fact, most of the time it's a really good item. In this run, it actually ends up not helping that much, and you'll see why in a little bit. But we have Fear Shot, and Fear Shot just means that enemies have a chance to becoming, afraid, and then they'll try and run away from me, which, is the normal, typical fear response, and they'll turn purple, just like Larry Jr. here. Got our tiers up on our first floor, and that was a very quick first floor. I mean, I got everything I wanted to. I didn't really want to spend my key for the shop anywhere. Heading to our second floor item room, and I get Zombie Baby. Zombie Baby produces flies which do twice our damage, which isn't great, but it will definitely help when we get more and more damage. Pumping as much money you can into a machine, we finally got to 100 cents, $1. And that means our store is now upgraded, so now every time we go to the store, there'll be 4 items in it instead of 2 that we can purchase. That will make stores much more valuable and actually will be beneficial for challenge runs, because even though the donation machine will not be in the challenge runs, I will still be able to purchase stuff. Looking at our devil deal, there was 2 cat pieces, couldn't take them because I didn't have enough health. If I would have taken them, I would have died. So I have to pass up this devil deal. Also Dark Bum too. Dark Bum would have been helpful for getting me some more health, since he can turn red hearts into soul hearts, which I can pick up, but I can't pick up red hearts. I got the Shoop De Whoop, which is, I finally figured out how to use it. In my early runs, I didn't use it properly. Got Guppy's tail, so even though we already saw 2 pieces of the Guppy, we got, the Guppy Dream is still alive, hopefully. Anyway, it's probably not going to happen, and I know it's not going to happen, because looking at our health, I'm currently 1 hit away from death. So, 1 bad hit from now on, and I'm going to die, unless I can find some way to make some health. And I do find 1 lucky soul heart and a tinted rock. Got our Scorpion Tears, and that's a poison shot. So that's alright. As you can kind of tell, that's what the theme of this run is. It's alright. It isn't terrible, and I'm Azazel, so that definitely helps. I finally got a key. I was looking for a key for our Bob's Brain, because this is an XL floor, which means both of these cellar floors are clumped together, and so running out of keys is a big problem, especially with Guppy's tail, which means keys are less likely to drop. Find our boss rooms, and I die. Taking Bob's Brain when you have a short-range brim shot is definitely a very bad idea. But now, fortunately, I never have to pick up Bob's Brain. I can if I choose to. Anyway, I reset so I can get something decent, and I do. I get Zombie Baby again. And I find that funny that I reset and I got a very similar item to what I had before. Anyway, by clearing these poops, I got the Butterbean. That's definitely one of the things you're going to want to do for real Platinum God, or just any form of Platinum God. And I got a Torn Photo. That's odd. That's the same item I got in the first room in the basement. But you can see that it's not seated. You just saw me reset a couple times. So I got Zombie Baby and the photo, which was very similar to my last run. So this run, well, if it's similar to last run, it's going to be a meh run. I got Sissy Longlegs though, so now I'm spawning flies and spiders. And that actually will turn out to be kind of useful. Eventually they'll be alright. Eventually we'll make them alright. Because this is the run where I become rich, acclaimed, and famous. Or just rich. Basically, it's just find it funny that you only can get $1. That's the most you can hold at one time. It's like, oh, well, I went on a bike ride, this weekend, and I found I literally found $10 on the street. It's like, this is 10 times as much money as you can hold in Isaac at any given time. But it's just kind of funny, like, it really goes for the kid thing, where, oh, he's a kid. That chest, now I'm at 15 cents, which is definitely the amount of money you want to have before going into a shop, because that's the good items are often 15 cents. And I got my key, so I'm just going to head into my shop. Eventually, I just decided to go and get my Leo. Now, Leo means I can smash rocks, or mushrooms, or skulls, anything that's rock-like. Which can be dangerous, because there's bomb rocks, mushrooms can sometimes explode. There's our hive mind, but instead of taking it, which, probably would be a really good thing with these flies and these spiders, I decided to pump as much money as I can into my machine. Now I am broke. I have 0 cents. how am I possibly going to get all the money that I'm, going to want? Well, I'm going to become rich because I just told you, and I know what's going to happen. But I get some damage, and I think that's it for this floor. So we're heading to the next floor. No money, so I couldn't get that hive mind. But maybe it'll show up later. It will. No. I know the future. Or you could just... And this is another very similar thing where that little Chub... Or not little Chub, but... Is that Chub or Chad? Yeah, it's Chub because he dislikes smoke. I have Stompy, so that means Tinted Rocks I can get. So, a very similar last run, Chub almost killed me. And just because I need the health, I take the Bucket of Lard, and that's going to slow me down. Fortunately for you guys, you're watching this at 2 times regular speed, so it was moving along for you guys at a decent pace, but for me it's very slow, and that means puts me at risk of taking damage because I can't move out of the way of attacks as much. And even though I have a bunch of health up, I actually haven't found red hearts to fill those heart containers. Fortunately, I get a stationary boss. I believe there's a second stationary boss. I think I got the Mr. Mega Ma on the last run. Last item room. Got some more Tears Up. Tears Up are going to be very... it's not going to be very good. Range Up would definitely help with the short range of Brimstone Shot. But it's definitely going to increase my damage output. And we get a Lucky Rock. But wait a second, we already have Leo, which means we can crush rocks for free. And now we can get money from rocks. You're going to see a lot of rock breaking on this run as I try and get as much money as possible. I'm going to eventually skip out some of it, but at first I'm just going to show you playing around with making money. It's fun. It's always great when you have a nice trinket and an item set that goes together very nicely. It's always nice when you get that really nice synergy. And I just kind of passed it and intentionally ignoring, for now, this 5 dice room. And I know that that's a floor reroll, which means I'm going to do this depths 1 floor twice, and then I'm going to have depths 2. I have a Cage boss. Cage isn't too great when you have a short range Brimstone Shot, because getting up and close to him isn't always great when corner. Finally get some damage up, but unfortunately I'm on Angel Rooms because I didn't get any Devil Deal items. Fortunately, this is a little bit of health, so before I was worried about health, I was almost 1 hit away. I ended up taking a damage from there. But normally Soul Heart, Isaac Room, the Soul Heart Angel Room is not a very good Angel Room. And obviously, I haven't completed the last, I haven't even unlocked the last, so no chance at Godhead, which is the best Angel Room item. I haven't done most of the stuff for the cool Devil Deal items. I haven't got the Death Touch or anything like that. Anyway, just going through, cleared this floor, and now that the floor is clear, I just pick up these last consumables and reset the floor. Now I'm going to have another item room and another boss, and then another chance at a Devil Room or an Angel Room. So definitely waiting as much as possible before doing the floor reset to maximize our profits. And as you can see, just these rooms with a lot of rocks, I just have lots of coins. I don't even bother picking up a bunch of them. Ooh, and I accidentally hit a rock with a bomb in it. Whoops. Headless Baby. It's good if I ever do get a Devil Deal, clear that out of the Devil Deal. Some more rocks. So I'm just gonna get as much money. And well, there we go. Finally got the Hive Mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I have enough money. There's the Hive Mind. Now all my flies and spiders do way more powerful. Just buy everything. And I think I put all the... I kind of missed it because I was looking at something else. Looking at my little sissy, but not little sissy, but the big sissy. And I just love that little shuffle that the spider has. I think that's I don't know. I like that little shuffle. I love the art style in this game, as most people who play this game do. It's very cute but disturbing. It's like, oh, it's a spider that has a cute shuffle. It's like, actually, it'd be more like, oh, it's a spider. Oh, with the cute little shuffle. It's like disturbing and cute. And yeah, this is the room where I make a lot of money. And if I didn't get the thing for breaking rocks, I definitely would in this run. Speaking of breaking rocks, remember I said you could break skulls? Well, sometimes skulls have a dry baby inside of them, and now I have a dry baby. So I'm forming up my baby chain, and this is the Fallen. So Fallen drops a Devil Deal item, and it's Brother Bobby, which is one of the worst Devil Deal items you can possibly get. Although this kind of makes sense that I wouldn't get something much better because I haven't unlocked most of those items, I haven't done these challenges. There's an arcade, and we're going to come back there in a little bit. right now I just touch it once just to spend a little bit of money. But we're gonna come back and we're gonna make a mess in that room. I don't have the dice. I can't really make a mess in that room. Again, there's another machine there. Also gonna mess around with that with my basically infinite money. And meanwhile, I noticed that I had a small ring of flies going around where I must have, been killing the enemies before my zombie baby's flies would kill them, and so slowly they would accumulate. And that's always a great thing for boss fights. Now, oops, you saw the shop, but I didn't go into it, and I went into the mom fight. Did I mess up? Well, actually, looking at the footage, I actually thought I messed up, and like, oh no, I missed the shop. I even had a golden key and everything. And then I see this boss rush, like, why am I waiting? And then I look in the corner and I see the stars, and I realize I had a boss rush skip. So that was my first boss rush skip, if my memory serves correctly. I didn't end up taking it because Leo kind of makes it, I have permanent stomping, so having a spacebar item that can stomp for me isn't very good. I ended up, I don't know, maybe should have just taken it just to have a spacebar item. Sorry, excuse me. But anyway, I cut out a little bit of this. You may have seen my money drop and a ton of trinkets appear. But I just spend a lot of money just trying to get all these trinkets. I'm looking for something like a Joker card because I didn't get my Devil Deal or Angel Room for this floor, and I really would have liked that. There's just too many trinkets in here. Just too many trinkets, and I just get sick of it and just like, no. And then I grab this stuff, and I just move it away, and just drop them. Then I just clear out some room. And I probably should have done this much earlier, but whatever. I think I go and I just keep going until this blows up. Honestly, I think the troll bomb blows it up, or is that the next machine? Well, either way, it'll blow up eventually, and that's kind of a fail-safe for, if you have a way to get basically infinite money, or there it blows up, a large amount of money, that you can't just get infinite everything you want. Like, I can't just push for the Joker card, that there's still a chance that I will not get it, and I have to deal with that. So there's always a lot of chance. Fortunately, still a bunch of rocks I haven't touched, so I have a way to get all my money back up to that glorious $1 mark. And this time I think I avoid the bomb rock, and I have a golden key, so don't worry, I didn't waste a key there. And then I make a mess here, and I'm about to edit it out. And I think drops troll bomb. Yep, eventually drops troll bomb. Probably got a couple pills in there. Oh, look at that. This money. Who's seen Toy Story? And then all the money comes out and he's just putting a little piggy bank on that. I love that scene because I think everybody loves money. Now I have a habit, so I can recharge my spacebar item, which I don't have. I ignore the pickaxe, and I don't think I counter any other spacebar items, which really is kind of disappointing because that's when you're Azazel. That's the one thing that you're looking for. Is a lot of characters. Not a lot of characters, but many other characters start off with spacebar items. Found a little hot. So always, there's a Book of Belial. That's a nice spacebar item, and that gives you Devil Deals or Angel Rooms. Isaac starts with the D6. Lilith in Afterbirth, whenever that comes out, is going to have that golden chest, which at the time I'm recording this, we don't know what it does yet. Yay! It has a 2-room recharge, so probably isn't too powerful. Got a room with a bunch of pills in it. Now we're just going to jump ahead to the end of this, not quite the end of this floor. I think we're going to, or is that maybe the next floor? I don't know exactly. At a certain point I'm just like, oh, let's just cut ahead to the next end of the floor. I cleared it out and taken no damage. And I have a balls of steel pill. I have full health. Oh, I didn't cut it out because I have this curse from here. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to just try for something. Because I have the the pill of balls of steel, and it's just an attempt to get some Joker card or something cool out of it. And there was another one right here, so I'm not really worried on my health. And I'm only going to Mom's Heart unless I get a Devil Deal on Womb 2, which will take us to Sheol, which you're gonna have to watch or just skip ahead in the video. It's on YouTube, you can just skip ahead. Anyway, took out the 2 halves of Loki, and I get an Angel Room. That's good. It has health in it. I'm already full health, and I got a health up, which really even greatly reduces my need for soul hearts even more. It's almost as useless as that room with a ton of money. When I already have 999 coins, spending 2 keys to get a bunch of coins is kind of worthless. Yeah, and I just skip ahead to the end of this floor. I just cleared everything. There wasn't really anything exciting. So for a run that just started off as, this is kind of an alright run, taking on Mom's Heart. That brimstone shot, that 4-way brimstone shot is always the hardest attack for Mom for me to dodge. everything is terrible. So I don't believe I locked an item for defeating Mom's Heart, but instead just the game got harder. So now all future runs are just going to be more difficult, have more difficult enemies, more difficult room layout, something like that. I don't think I unlocked an item. So that's a little disappointing because I'm kind of excited that I get to have all these cool items every time I beat Mom, and that's always a nice little reward for them to run. Unfortunately, we didn't get our chance to go to Sheol, which we are now, and I think I'm just going to show all of Sheol. I don't think I skipped any of it, which is good. And then there's rooms like that, where like the lasers going around, and I mean, if I didn't have Flying or Leo, that would have been a pain in the butt. And then there's 2 Gemini bosses, and it's just a normal room. At this point, it's just bosses for normal enemies. Ignore the room that had like a couple flies in it, and that was the whole room. But this is actually the thing I spend the least time on. Like even the dark room, you spend a lot of time because it just takes a lot of time. And when I did get all the hard mode. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop making sound. Long story short, is Sheol's time. I don't spend very much time in Sheol, and I skip through Sheol, and then I have to spend a lot of time in Dark Room because it's hard. Anyway, we have the Fallen right before our Devil fight. I have a lot of health, and I have the Brimstone shot, which, while it doesn't do great damage, I did get that pentagram, so it isn't going to take too long, and I've gotten much better at dodging Satan, and so without too much damage, I'm able to complete this run, and I get to see this little cutscene where it is revealed that Isaac is actually all of the characters, even Azazel. And so at this, we didn't unlock the Mom item, but we got some store stuff done, and got another piece of the negative. So that's it for this run. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here is a link to subscribe if you want to see more, and here's a link for the last episode, and I will see you in the near future. Goodbye!